What's going on, guys? So I wanted to take this quick moment for this vlog to talk about fitness, how I got into it, and what's the what I'm currently doing, and what's to expect moving forward with at least my realm of the business. So August 2016, I got into the fitness industry with, I guess, expectations to just change my own lifestyle, change my own mindset on a lot of different things. It was huge because I was in a crap situation, job I didn't really care for at the time, and I was partying all the time and not taking care of my body, so to speak. So I just looked myself in the mirror, and this is theme right here for me is self-motivation. I literally looked myself in the mirror and I was like, if I keep living like this, I'm not gonna have many years left. So I said, you know what, no more partying, no more eating poorly, enough's enough. So I started back, like I said, August 2016. I weighed in at 215 pounds, and some people might think like, oh, like that's not big or whatever, and but no, seriously, I had a lot of bad weight, not just physically on me, but other stuff. But anyways, I ended up changing up my eating habits. I went very low carb. I did not do keto. I really don't. Disclaimer: not gonna say yes or no to any type of diets. Leave that to your RDs to do that. But anyways, I went low carb. I stopped drinking, stopped partying, all that good stuff. And then I just went to the gym 5-6 days a week. Before that, I thought going to the gym 2-3 days a week was going to cut it. No. So essentially, when I went to gym 5-6 days a week, I lost, like I said, initially I lost about 20 pounds the first month or two just by changing up my diet and my lifestyle, which was big because I never was under 200 for a while, and I want to say years. Then I ended up losing another 30 pounds on top of that, so now we're minus 50 pounds. And then eventually I ended up losing a total of 70 some pounds, which was a big deal because right now, if I were to do a body, on an in-body scale, my body fat is 7% now, and I weigh 170 pounds right now. So the scale doesn't always define, what you are seeing in mirror. Or not in mirror, but the scale doesn't always define your number. It's what you see in the mirror that is what's very important. And a lot of people don't realize that. And I always tell my clients, do not chase the scale. Do not weigh yourself every single day. Because I was in that mindset once, a couple years ago, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna drive myself nuts. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna be very miserable, and which I started to be, and I started almost overthinking my, regimen, my routine, my diet. So one of the biggest things is having the mindset to say, you know what, it is a process. Rome wasn't built in a night. It certainly can be burned down in a night, sure. But it's basically the takeaway is don't beat yourself up if you're not where you want to be right then and there, because it is a process. And I tell all my clients, doesn't matter if you're male or female, that, guys, it's okay if you have an off day. No one's perfect. Heck, I'm not even perfect. But if you have an off day, that's okay. You get it back tomorrow, or in the next day, and build off of that. But if you're constantly having off days, then it's if you're working with me, then I say, okay, what's going on? What can we do to adjust on it? And that's the thing I like to do with my coaching programs is we sometimes will adjust on the fly. So say, for instance, somebody is low energy, no motivation, no matter how much I can rah-rah them, we adjust on that just to kind of figure out what's going on. Is it something, with their jobs? Is it something, at home? I don't need to know all the nitty-gritty details, but we try to adjust just to make sure that person does feel like they're doing well and adhering to where their own personal goals are at. So that's something I really, really love, doing with my coaching programs. But anyways, we'll fast forward to this past year, right before pandemic. I ended up getting certified, officially certified under NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine. So one of the biggest things with that was I started this because my own coach, who I've had for now 2 years, inspired me to want to help others, not just do it on my own, and then that's it. Like, I was like, you know what, I have an extra gear as well to help other people get to where they want to be. I said, you know, I'm very good with talking to people. I'm very good with, you know, having a passion about things that I really do care about, which fitness has been something I've given a whole heck of a lot of care about in the past, you know, 5-6 years. I said, let's try this, see how it works. So got certified. Then pandemic happens. I'm like, everybody's thinking like, uh-oh. No. In order to be successful in life, you need to be willing to adapt to change. Not the change I was ready for. Nobody was really ready for that, but it was a change that I adapted quite well with. So I was able to still coach my clients while they were at home. We focused in on like their day-to-day nutrition. Like, they'd check in with me and say, hey, like, you know, this is what I'm eating, what do you think? And I'd say, you know what, like, I'd recommend maybe going a different direction. This is what works for me. This is, you know, what potentially may not work. Then if they had, you know, of course, like, you know, weights at home, or, you know, resistance bands, or any other household item, we would go ahead and build a workout out off that, just so they could at least maintain what they've gained, you know, through my actual in-house, we call in-house at the gym program. So that was a huge deal. But anyways, going forward from here, now that the pandemic is starting to, I guess, wind down, so to speak, I have high expectations to just keep branching off, not just with North America, but with clients all throughout the United States, and then, you know, Canada, Mexico. But I'm hoping to branch out even further than that. I really enjoy helping people, and doing these vlogs is like a way of, like I said before, connecting with everybody who might be going through some stuff that doesn't know where to turn, of, like, you know, looking for like an inspiration and motivation. And like I said before, my goal is to either help one person or a ton of people. That's the main goal. Like, you know, if I'm doing that the right way, then I already won. Like, you know, I'm happy about that. So to be able to help other people is a huge deal for me. And if you are interested, by the way, in my coaching programs, or you want to set up a chat to, you know, set some time to talk and see, you know, where we can, you know, get you started. Even if you don't know where to get started, that's why I'm here. So please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, or DM me directly on Instagram at CoreyB_fit. I always go through those. Best way to reach me. We can set up some time to chat. Doesn't matter what your situation is. I can always work, you know, with that, and it's very, very inspiring for me to help other people doing it that way. So anyways, till next time, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you so much for checking this out. See you later.